All right, Heidelberg fans, thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's Overwatch match versus Long Island University. We were a little nervous for a second because we were supposed to face them for Valorant earlier in the week, and they never got in touch with us. So, fortunately, it seems like the Overwatch team came prepared. So, with me tonight, well, first of all, my name is Ryan McDaniel. I'm the head coach, and with me tonight, I've got Nick Sally and I've got Olivia Borowski. All right, we're going to go ahead and head right into the action. So let's see what game one has in store for us. Into the game.
You should wear your first.
There we go. All right. Apologies for kind of getting into this a little bit late, but right now we are spectating our tank player, Fury Fizzy, rocking the new skin, which is that My Hero Academia?
It is.
Okay. I do not know much about it whatsoever, but hopefully pretty cool.
I've never gotten into the anime, but he really loves the anime. So.
No, he doesn't even really love the anime. He just loves Reinhardt.
Well, that's true.
That's a character called All Might. He's like the main mentor guy.
Gotcha. And
Looks like they just took out their Zarya, so they're able to pick out a little more on their team, trying to group up a little bit so then they can capture the point fully.
Yep, and right now this first map is a control map. So you'll see this polygon-shaped area has this glowing ring around it. The objective here is to gain control and maintain control for the duration of those percents that you'll see in the middle of the screen. So right now Heidelberg is in control. And it looks like Long Island is trying to push their way in.
Long Island just got a pick on our soldier. They use their ult, which is their main ability. We thankfully countered them with knocking off another Lucio. Ooh, that was 3 kills by Long Island.
And Long Island is able to take control of the point, so it'll be Heidelberg's turn to regroup and see if they can contest.
Now with our Reinhardt, they have their ult, so we're hoping that we can get a good shatter in. Basically stuns the enemy team, so then they're able to get more damage in, like just like that. So then they're able to get more damage. But with that, Zen using his ultimate, it basically makes everybody in that little ring kind of immortal. So can't really do much for that, but still got the point.
You can see here that LT Viper rocking his Juno, trying to keep that enemy person at bay while also potentially trying to get a kill if possible. Heidelberg once again able to gain control, and it's Long Island's turn to push on point.
Seems like Long Island is mainly pushing towards the left side. Ooh, that was a nice kill by Long Island. They are down a teammate. Blizzy's desperately trying to keep her team alive. Ooh, and the Orisa just used her ult right there, knocking out Furry Fizzy and Blizzy.
Yeah, but it seems like most of our players are fallen. Only Crystal G remains. He's going to try to back off point and regroup with his teammates here. Long Island once again in control.
Now back to that Orisa ult. That Orisa ult is basically just gathering whoever is in that radius, and she charges up that ult to gain more power in order to do more damage. So then you can potentially get damage or kills. Either way, teammates can still put in damage into that.
Yeah, once again, we can see that our tank player right at the front lines here. Big beefy tanks are the ones that usually control or dictate the control of what the team is able to do when pushing on point here.
And that little glowy box right there is a damage booster, so whatever damage goes through it will be amplified. So they were really trying to play around it.
Magic Turtle able to get a nice pick off of Tringamer.
And it looks like they're in overtime, and they are able to capture the point, and that's what we like to see.
A nice team kill, too.
All right, so we're gonna look to get all of our team members here back on point, and we gotta put a stop to Long Island. We gotta maintain control during this overtime.
Looks like they are all pushing on the left side of the map. So then they are able to get around our team, but our team noticed, so we are able to counter that.
Furry Fizzy's getting kind of pushed around a lot by the enemy team. Thankfully got almost back to full health from thanks to those supports.
We can see Arissa here from Long Island pushing in on point alongside a couple more team members.
It looks like both teams are at 99%, so it's in overtime. Hopefully our team
And right now it's looking like all of our players are fallen, so we got a touch point if we want to have a shot at contesting one last time, and I don't think it's going to happen here.
Oh.
That was a close match, though, from Heidelberg and Long Island.
Yeah, I was back and forth the entire
that
game.
was a good match. That was a really good match. I believe that was a really good match.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll switch sides, and we'll be back in action here shortly, so stick around. All right, we are back here for game number 2. Right now, we are spectating the Crystal G.
They're doing a nice food. Ooh, Furry Fizzy with a pick and Magic Turtle with another. That's their tank and support down, so looks like Heidelberg for the win. But not just yet. Crystal G got eliminated.
Going on with the controls. Okay, apologies there. I, for whatever reason, lost control of the game, and I realized I was still not on the game screen completely, so whoopsie. All right, we saw Magic Turtle getting picked off here. Let's see if we can get back into the action. LT Viper, Rockin' Juno trying to help out the teammates with support.
Looks like that soldier is on the top there trying to get a little bit of high ground so he can pick off our teammates a little more, which ended up working in his favor.
Yep. So if you're looking at those, the middle of the screen here, you'll see the percent for what each team was able to maintain control of the point. So Heidelberg early on had control, but right now it is back in Long Island's court.
Spectating over to Blizzy, desperately trying to keep her teammates alive. She's doing a pretty good job, and almost has her ultimate ready, which is the aforementioned damage amplifier. And it looks like she just used it. And the Orisa pushed past the wall trying to make space. Ooh, and that was the Crystal G and LT Viper knocked out by the enemy team. Furry Fizzy is desperately trying to survive and make a little bit of space, but it is just him and another support left.
Yeah, at this point, you kind of want to play it a little bit safe, hang back a little bit, try to give your teammates a little bit of a chance to get back in and help with supporting it.
That is the enemy Orisa's ult, which pulls enemies in and damages them. And that was Furry Fizzy's ult along with the enemy Zen's ult all at once.
A lot of chaotic goodness happening all at once, and unfortunately it looks like that is a team wipe for Heidelberg. So, Long Island able to maintain control now at 75%. We're going to try to regroup and have one final push on point to see if we can regain control.
Heidelberg is pushing up the left side, hoping to take the enemy team off guard. Seems to be working with Furry Fizzy rushing in, but he's desperately losing health at the minute. Magic Turtle just barely keeping alive. But looks like Heidelberg. Ooh. Looks like Long Island pulled that through with Furry Fizzy barely hanging on.
Yep, and I think that's probably going to be enough and not enough time for Heidelberg to regroup. So, game number 1 will go to Long Island University. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to change maps and modes, and we'll be back with, is it hybrid next?
I believe so.
I think it's hybrid, so stick around. We'll be back here shortly. All right, welcome back, Heidelberg fans. So as we saw in game number 1, unfortunately went to Long Island University, able to maintain control of that point pretty stoutly there on that second half of the game. We're going to be looking to regroup here in game number 2. What map is this?
Kings Row.
All right, we're going to be on Kings Row, which I believe is a hybrid map. So we're going to go ahead and get you right back into the action. So don't go anywhere.
We have a really big delay.
There is a delay.
Mm-hmm.
We have, and that's because we have to.
Yeah, but I didn't realize how large.
All right, folks. Now that we're getting the technical things figured out, we are now back in action. We do have a new player joining us, which is, how do you say that name?
Sleep.
That's
Yeah,
just Sleep.
It's just
It's
sleep.
just
All right. We have Sleep now joining us for DPS, so we'll see if he can bring some firepower for the team and hopefully hold off Long Island's push here on point.
Now, Sleep's Sojourn, I believe, is really good. He usually plays either Sojourn or Soldier. He's really good at either or.
It looks like they've already picked off our support, and right now that's not a good sign for Heidelberg, as They are able to take out our tank player, and it looks like they will gain control of the point.
Now, the thing with hybrid is it has a point and then it comes out with a cart that they have to push constantly. So Heidelberg is currently defending right now, so they have to stop that cart from getting to the other end of the map.
Yeah, so in this hybrid format, there are multiple points that are available to the teams depending on what they are able to achieve. So by Long Island being able to take control of the point, they were rewarded with that first point that you'll see in the middle of the screen. Right now, there are 2 checkpoints, if you will, for the cart pushes, which are signified by the diamonds. The blue diamond will get them the second point, and then if they can get it all the way to the orange diamond, they can get a full 3 points this round. Heidelberg looking to stop, though. Blizzy doing their best, trying to pick off. Is that a DPS character?
Tracer?
That's Tracer. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the skin.
Yeah, Blizzy's playing a support right now, but yeah, the enemy team has a Tracer, which is a high mobility, high damage, high risk character. So she is incredibly agile and right there, she can get behind enemy lines incredibly quickly. So Blizzy has to be careful of that. It's like the Arisa's charging in, looking off to get killed with her ult. She managed to get one off of Magic Turtle.
Yep, and that was able to take down the team. So this will give Long Island more opportunity to push that cart. And in the meantime, our team is once again going to try to regroup and meet them and hopefully prevent them from getting that first checkpoint on the push here.
Rory Fizzy charging in, looking to use his ults to hopefully get an extra mile off. Because as you see in the top of your screen, there is a checkpoint, which if the enemy reaches, they will almost successfully push the car all the way to the map, and just like that,
they just got it. All right,
which adds more time to their push, so they're able to have more time to get that payload over to our spawn.
Yep, so looking like right now we're trying to hold them from getting that third and final point. It's going to take teamwork, and I'm pretty sure it's going to take the use of some good ult to hopefully prevent them from pushing this cart too much further.
You see, there's that Tracer again coming in the back lines.
Yep. Magic Turtle able to get a nice pick there.
But sadly, Free Fizzy, LT Viper, and Magic Turtle himself got knocked out, leaving only Blizzy left alive, cowering in fear.
Yep. You definitely don't want to approach alone, but you do have to try to engage to prevent them from getting that final push on the cart. And right now it's going to be tough preventing that with over 4 minutes remaining on the clock for Long Island.
They successfully got a full team wipe, though, which lets Heidelberg have a little bit more time to hopefully try and win this game.
Yeah, this is the point in the game where we're all shouting defense, defense, trying to get that stop, trying to get those picks as quickly as possible. The thing about it is the strategy element of the game is you've got to try to group target these characters and take them out. Hopefully trying to get supports first to kind of hinder the rest of their players from being able to regain health here.
Yeah, it's all about trying to target people. The more people that are targeted on one target, I guess,
yep,
the more we're able to pick off people and actually push in and actually get this win.
Yep, and as we saw, they were able to get the cart pushed the remainder of that path there, so Long Island does get the full 3 points this round. Now we're going to be switching sides and we're moving to offense. But Heidelberg has to do the same and has to do it quicker in order to get the win, so we'll see if they can do it here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back as soon as the action is ready to begin. right, and just like that, we are now back, and we are now trying to strategize and figure out our plan of attack on the point.
Furry Fizzy with a nice little spray right there.
Oh yeah, that's the drip right there.
Yeah. Gotta show up that Ryan spirit.
All right, and Furry Fizzy already getting into action here.
Pushing in very aggressively.
Yeah, unfortunately, he is walled off, so he can't really get that many heals. But the wall fell down. May, which is an ice character, she can put up these frozen walls and block you off from your team, and the enemy team can just totally just steamroll you. And you can't get heals, you can't get nothing, no support, no nothing. Can't get no damage support, can't get no healing support. You're just in there alone.
Looks like Furry Fizzy was the only one to die there for a second though, so Heidelberg hasn't lost much space, but Magic Turtle sadly got killed in his absence.
Apologies there, I was having some technical difficulties with the keyboard for some reason. So it appears right now as though Heidelberg's having a tough time trying to get in on this point and take their team out to capture it.
Rushing behind enemy lines very quickly there to hopefully try and split Long Island between so that they can easily pick them off one by one like that.
Sleep able to get a nice pick there on Tringamere.
And there's the tank, so their tank and their healer. Looks like they are able to get that for them.
Oh, and there's only one more remaining
And
here.
that was a team
War,
kill.
yeah.
Nice.
Go.
All right, Heidelberg is now capturing the point. We're
Making
almost
good time,
there.
too. Making good time.
All right, and first point has been secured. So now we are moving on to escort. So similar to what we saw with Long Island, now it's going to be Heidelberg's job to get to the cart, push it as far on that map as quickly as possible. And I believe we have 4 minutes to do that.
Yep, 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow. Furry Fizzy taking a lot of damage there, and Magic Turtle getting knocked out of the fold. Looks like Long Island is doing a pretty good job of trying to prevent the cart from moving any further. Not giving up hope though. Furry Fizzy and LT Viper are consistently pushing the cart. Lizzie almost to their ultimate as well to hopefully get some more damage in there. Ooh, and that right there is the enemy May's ult, which freezes. Furry Fizzy protecting Blizzy with the shield right there.
Yep.
But it freezes all enemies in that radius, making them unable to move or shoot, which leaves them easy picking for the rest of the team.
LT Viper doing some good heals there on Furry Fizzy to keep him in action.
Furry Fizzy's attention is getting split between the enemy May and Orisa. He's trying to escape the Orisa's ult, and he does, just barely.
Yep, Furry Fizzy able to get a nice kill off of Rezi.
Furry Fizzy retreating quickly to hopefully try to regroup faster and make up lost time.
All right, and once again, Heidelberg is going to be regrouping on the payload here. We still have plenty of time to make that push, but we got to keep it moving.
And with that Zenyatta all out of the way, with that immortality field gone, the Ryan is able to push in and use his ult without worrying about anything. Like anything that's going to hinder the damage that is going to be inputted.
Oh, and we saw Sleep able to flank and get a kill off of Rezi there. That was nice.
Looks like you got a little stuck there.
It happens to the best of us.
Yep. I know my fair share of getting stuck on walls.
Heidelberg making a fast approach to that first checkpoint to hopefully try and make up some lost time.
Blizzy
And
able to
there's
get
that.
some assists and a nice kill there.
And there's that Ryan ult.
Yes,
Earth
Sleep
Shatter.
getting pick off the enemy soldier and Orisa, leading to Heidelberg successfully getting the checkpoint.
Yep, so it is now 3-2, still in favor of Long Island, and as we can see from the timer in blue up at the top middle of the screen, We have just over 3 minutes to get that final push for that last point. If we can do it faster than them, we'll secure the round victory. Let's see if we can do it.
I mean, I was gonna say, it looks like we've already lost at that point, because Long Island got it in 3 minutes 13, and it is currently 3 minutes for Heidelberg. But not all hope is lost. They still have another round to make up if they win this one.
Yeah, if they get this payload over to the third point, then they will go into a third round and try to capture the first point, I believe. Yeah. With their first tick. So we're hoping that we are able to get this point on to where that golden square is, which is where the enemy team left their payload.
All right, and Heidelberg is now just meters away from getting that payload over there, but Long Island not backing down. We can see their tank player is just pushing hard. And it's looking like Heidelberg does have to regroup here. Magic Turtle backing off. We've got our tank back. We're waiting for the others to regroup as well. Magic Turtle giving the nod of approval for the team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Furry Fizzy going in there, trying to get some picks off of these Long Island players as much as possible, making some space for their teammates to get in there.
He's going in for the charge, but Orisa counters that with her ability to just, not be moved. It is very fun to use that.
Very balanced character.
It is very fun to use that as an Orisa player. I love doing that. See Orion charging at you, and then you just, no. Fortify.
Magic Turtle able to get a kill on Aiden the Ogre.
Heidelberg fast approaching that final checkpoint, with Long Island desperately trying to push in, but looks like Heidelberg for
Able to get it.
Let's go.
You love to see it. All right, so it is all tied up 3-3, and we're gonna go to OT here in game number 2.
Sorry.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here in a few seconds. All right, folks, we are now back in action, and our team is getting ready in this overtime period.
Now for this, our Heidelberg esports players only have 1 minute and 11 seconds to get on that first point and capture it. And if they succeed at that, then we win. If we don't, then the enemy team has a chance, and they got 3 minutes and 19 seconds to get to that first point.
Would you say that this is probably about enough time for one good push?
Yeah, I'd say this is a good enough amount of time to get on that point, rush in, just declare that point as ours. I feel like we can get this, honestly. In this time frame, I feel like we got it.
Ooh, looks like Furry Fizzy disagrees with you there.
Yeah, maybe.
Getting off Furry Fizzy and Blizzy and LT Viper and Magic Turtle. Sleep just barely hanging on.
Yep.
It's panicking, looking around, trying to escape.
Long Island was in hot pursuit of him, trying to get him out of there, but he's able to avoid them long enough to provide some time for us to regroup. There's only 25 seconds here. Wow.
Yeah, that minute goes by really fast, but I believe that they can push in and get this, clutch it up.
Furry Fizzy with a nice pick, but sadly he was antied, which is an ability that denies him healing for as long as he has that ZS effect on him. LT Viper, Sleep, and Furry down, just Blizzy and Magic Turtle. Just Blizzy.
Oh, Blizzy able to get a kill there, but it's not enough in the time that we needed to do it. So, unfortunately, I believe this means game 2 goes to Long Island. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. We were really hoping because that was
Mhm.
awesome of them to come storming
Now,
in to tie it
yeah.
up.
Now the enemy team has 3 minutes and 19 seconds to get to that first point, and we just gotta deny them.
Almost triple the time Heidelberg had.
Yes.
But let's go. We got this. We got this.
So now this is just me like asking because I'm unaware. If we are able to hold them off for this 3 minutes and 19 seconds,
No,
does
we
it go
wouldn't.
to another overtime?
I believe we get that point.
Yeah, I believe there's only ever 3 rounds.
Okay. Okay.
Could be wrong. I'm not a big comp player myself. That's why I'm
Yeah.
broadcasting.
And this is honestly the first time I think this season that we're seeing this. So
Yes, this is the first time that this has happened in our season yet, and this is quite exciting for me. I'm enjoying this.
looks
Thank
like
you. Okay, sorry.
no, you're fine. Looks like we've got our players that are trying to get their bearings and spacings on this map to try to deny Long Island from various vantage points.
It looks like Furry is gonna stand here and hold that little gate, so then they can't get past. Hopefully this works.
Orisa making a quick and offensive play, trying to push through Furry Fizzy, but he is not letting up. The LT Viper is pretty low, but was thankfully saved.
Now Furry is antied, can't get any heals, but now he is not. Thankfully, got that on us. So one healer down.
Now, Long Island is in a bit of an advantage right here. That little glowing doorway in the back is their spawn. So while they can respawn in mere seconds, Heidelberg has to walk all the way back. So any pick made on Heidelberg is a lot more valuable than any pick made on Long Island. So they have to be really careful here. And this is a bit off topic, but I just want to thank all 14 of our viewers here.
Yeah,
for
shout outs to
joining
you
us.
guys. We love seeing people joining our stream, especially for the first time here and cheering on our players. Iron Lord, I'm in agreement with you with them countering us with Orisa and Tracer on their side for sure.
But Heidelberg is very stubborn and will not switch.
Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I feel like in a game of Overwatch, being adaptable based on the character comps is definitely
A good thing.
yes.
Furry Fizzy loves his rhyme, though.
But it looks like we are down to less than 2 minutes. So it looks like we might have this in the bag.
Don't count your chickens too early.
That's right.
This is like the commentator's curse as we
I
see
know,
Furry
I
Fizzy now
know,
going
I
down.
know.
With Magic Turtle also down,
Ooh.
LT Viper almost. Ooh, and that
Sleep was able to get a few picks, but I believe that was a team wipe.
Yep.
And that's gonna go to them. They got that point.
Yep,
It's
and I believe
their
that was
game.
game.
Yeah.
Ah,
I spoke too soon.
it's hard.
I need to like.
And especially just based off of the time alone, like they had so much more time to try to get the job done, and it paid off for them in the end. But play of the game goes to our very own Blizzy. You love to see it.
I'm busy.
Oh, beautiful.
Very.
And this was in game 2 with our final push on the card. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with game number 3, which is...
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Oh, goodness. All right, we'll figure that out, and we'll be back here shortly. So don't go anywhere, folks. All right, our team is gearing up for game number 3 against Long Island in push, but you guys have to be optimistic based off of what you saw in game 2, right?
Yeah.
I've been optimistic.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe a little bit of the commentator's curse there when we were saying that we
Yeah.
got this, but you know, it
Definitely.
happens to the best of us. But yeah, I want to say, you know, as far as what we've seen so far from this ECAC season, game 2 here against Long Island was probably one of our best of the,
Oh
of the
yeah,
season.
definitely. That's the farthest we've ever gotten with any game that we've played so far in the season, which means that we're getting better. Like it means that we're getting stronger, we're getting better, and we love to see that.
Yes, and just an FYI too, this is technically off season for Overwatch. We will have our full GLEC season coming in the spring semester. So the fact that we're playing and we're getting our practice time in now is good news for us going into next semester.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump back into the action as soon as I can tab back into the game here. Apologies, because I am jumping back and forth between multiple tabs. Okay, come on. Where are we at? Where are we at?
Yeah.
There we go. I never claim to be a professional when it comes to doing these streams here, but I am making the most of what we've got. So that's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah. I just realized we're gonna be on the big projector in the esports room. So hi.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's on game action, but we can see right now Furry Fizzy going in as Diva, and unfortunately getting so much damage, losing the mech suit, and now has to retreat. In this mode, the objective is to push this robot to the opposing team's side, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And our goal is to defend it and stop it from moving forward, and then take control of it and try to push it to the other side.
And it looks like we made another personnel change here. The Crystal G back in favor of Sleep on DPS.
And the enemy Tracer with 3 kills on Heidelberg, meeting Furry Fizzy and the Crystal G to make a hasty retreat.
Yeah, that was all of our support and one of our DPS there in one foul swoop.
Crystal G's not faring any better, almost dying. Now, I want to explain how Furry Fizzy's character works for a second. If you may notice, when he got super low health, he popped out of his mech and became a smaller version. Because of how the character of Diva works, is that she is a small girl in a big mech. The mech does all the damage, all the movement, and when that mech dies, Diva pops out of it and runs around. I think she has increased movement speed, but does very little damage, yeah. So, as you see right there, it is kind of a death sentence to get out of the mech.
Yeah, because you have very little health when you're just Diva herself. And Blizzy, unfortunately, also getting picked off there by Resi. And it's looking right now like Long Island is making a strong case on this this push, as they've already made it past the second checkpoint, but it looks like Heidelberg able to contest. Crystal G getting a pick off of Faded. Or no, I'm sorry, Furry Fizzy getting 2 picks there.
Yeah, we gotta give Furry Fizzy the credit where it's due.
Absolutely.
Furry Fizzy and Blizzy making quick space here, trying to set up off on the off angles to hopefully get to the next checkpoint, which they just did, which is nice.
Okay, and now the robot in the middle of the screen that you are seeing in blue is now pushing in favor of Heidelberg, but it is now being contested by Long Island. That Orisa has been a nuisance for us.
Yeah, that Arisa's really good. Well, maybe not really good, but she knows how to play the character.
Orisa isn't the most balanced character either. Currently, she had multiple buff, I believe, in this most recent update of Overwatch. But that didn't help her really right there, as Blizzy got a nice, not Blizzy, sorry, LT Viper got a nice pick there.
Mm-hmm. All right, robot, keep on pushing. We love to see it going towards the blue. And right now, Long Island's looking to regroup. Very Fizzy outside of the mech, or
Yeah.
did he switch characters?
No, he's outside of the mech, so he's trying to get damage, trying to get as much damage as he can, so then he can get his mech back. Right now, he's currently at 100%, so he's gonna get back in that mech.
Perfect.
Now, with D.Va being outside of her mech and trying to get that mech back, it is very easy to build up that, I guess, that little meter in the bottom, as like a baby D.Va, as I call her, baby D.Va. It does more. It does more. Like you get in the mech fast. I don't know how to word it differently.
Yep. And it looks like Long Island has been able to regain control of the robot, so it is now in the process of running back towards their side of the map, and Heidelberg is looking to regroup once again and try to take control.
Yes, and that is partially thanks to a counter pick that Long Island has done. Long Island's tank switched to a tank called Zarya, who has a beam as her main source of damage. Now, D.Va cannot absorb damage from a beam, as absorbing damage is one of her abilities. So Zarya is a huge weakness to D.Va.
And with Zarya as well, she has bubbles that go around her, and if you shoot those bubbles, she's gonna take in that damage, and she's gonna basically put it into her beam. And even when she's putting those bubbles into other people, like bubbling other people, that damage is gonna go straight back to her, and she's gonna have more energy into her energy beam.
Yeah, and as we just saw there, Heidelberg did have a team wipe, and unfortunately was stumbling there trying to contest the robot. The robot's still able to continue pushing on behalf of Long Island, and they are close.
Furry Fizzy with the alt pick, but it was not enough, as the Crystal G was the only one alive, but sadly.
And unfortunately, that last win goes to Long Island.
All right. So that is 3-0 in favor of Long Island. So you got to give props where props are due. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in for tonight's live stream. We will be back in action on Monday with 2 GLEC games headed your way. So you definitely won't want to miss that. We'll have Smash Brothers, we'll have Valorant. And if you are interested in Overwatch, they'll be back in action next Thursday.
Yep.
All right.
Bye, Bird.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.